Alright, so how's everyone doing tonight? Rock star, but I do not have enough time to teach myself how to play guitar. So thank you to Mexitaly for letting me come out and not play, but instead tell some jokes. I would like to play. I promise in time I will. But currently I've got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old at home. Any parents out there? Parents who I have 0 time. A friend of mine said, hey, if you're coming out tonight, why don't you write like a comedy song and you can sing and like play? I was like, my wife will kill me because our house is a disaster right now. She'd be like, how the hell did you find time to write that comedy song? And not clean the house. Thank you. Talk a little? Hands are good. So, it's been a while since I've come out, so I'm trying to shake off some of the comedy rust here. So, to help me tonight, I don't know, we've never seen Jimmy Fallon like without the roots, right? He probably wouldn't be as funny. At least I've got the roots. So I've got the roots with me right here. I was gonna have the root, but I got what's your name on bass? I've got Jack joining me on bass, and I've got John on drums. So here we go. So it's weird with kids. So I never had. I realized once after having kids, like you get perspective, like what it's like to have kids. A couple years ago, I was playing tennis as an adult in a tennis league against a 10-year-old kid, and he was like a tennis prodigy. The kid kicked my butt. Can I swear? Okay, just give me that. I get off. Okay, so he kicked my. It's okay now. We can say shit too because the president can. No. Okay, never mind. All right, so this kid started playing tennis in an adult tennis league against a 10-year-old, right? So this 10-year-old kid kicked my ass. And after he got done kicking my ass, Dad comes back and we're walking back to the car. I said, next time I play you, kid, I'm going to buy a 6-pack and we're going to split it. And myself, being an engineer, I thought logically, I was like, I'm bigger than you, so if I have 3 beers and you have 3 beers, you're going to be stumbling around. I'm going to beat you. Well, the dad looked at me like, gave me an evil look. I'm like, what? I don't understand. I was innocent enough. But now that I have kids, I realize that making a joke about getting another person's kid drunk isn't that fun. So, as I said, that was a new one, so I'm shaking off the comedy rust a little bit. I used to do this years ago. It's been a little while. But what I didn't take with me, because I don't have the confidence like to play guitar well, which would be nice. So my confidence booster was I have a catchphrase. So my catchphrase, hold on people, I do this part-time. So let me give you an example. What should Jesus have said to Pontius Pilate as he was being arrested? Anyone? Jesus, no es hablo Latin. Me llamo Jesus. I do this part-time. So, it's 2018, and it's crazy, having kids and thinking they're going to be, my 4-year-old, he's going to be entering the public school system soon. And right now, America is not anywhere close to #1, in education. I think actually some of those countries the president recently said not so nice things about is ahead of us. So we've got to do some things to make, make education great again, right? But I think we start by bringing back science. But there's a lot of people right now that don't really believe in science, don't think science is too great. Science can be boring too, so how do you make science fun? You guys have any ideas on how to make science fun? No idea? I think we need to bring back mad science. Mad science. Anyone like whoever mad scientists? They used to be cool, right? And now mad science, it gets you in trouble. You're like a terrorist if you're a mad scientist. So I don't think that's the way to go. You don't want like a doomsday device because that's not going to get you any points to be a mad scientist. What you need to be a mad scientist, I think, we need to bring back cloning, right? And there's a lot of people that are against cloning, but I think the best thing we could do to get everyone on board with cloning, there's one thing we clone. We grab some DNA off the Shroud of Turin, we bring Jesus back. Right? So I think if we clone Jesus, who is going to be on board with cloning? Clone Jesus is going to like cloning. right? So then we get science all popular again. Remember, guys, I do this part-time. I love this drum. I'm never going to be able to do this without the drum. So after Clone Jesus comes back, and he's like, all right, hey, everyone can clone now. Science is popular again. What would Clone Jesus do? Super Bowl's coming up soon, right? So I think every team out there except the Patriots, right? Where are my Tom Brady fans at? You got one. They could use a new quarterback. So I think Jesus would probably, after, saying hi to everyone again, he'd probably be a quarterback in the NFL. Only problem with that, he'd be throwing Hail Marys all day. I do this part-time. So in all seriousness, I think once we got cloning, what we should do is mix my two favorite things together. I like women and I like dogs, right? I think we should blend the two of them. My wife's actually here tonight. Let's give a hand for my wife, right? Woo! My wife. She's half Irish and half German. Shepherd. I do this part-time. Am I 3 minutes up yet, or can I do one more? One more joke, or am I done? You gotta get the hook? All right. So, where are my married people out there? Anyone married? Cheer it up for marriage, right? All right, so I'm going to share with everyone my ultimate fantasy that I have for my wife. So, my fantasy is this. I want to, all I really want, and my wife will not let me do this. She's like, there's no way you're ever going to do that. But my fantasy is this. Just once, I want to win an argument. So the thing, and the way I see this argument going, there's one thing we disagree on, and it's the existence of aliens, right? Extraterrestrials. I think the universe is full of them. She thinks we're all alone on this planet. So the ultimate way I can win this is aliens come to visit us, right? But they're not friendly aliens. They're here, they're just blowing up the planet, right? Lasers flying everywhere. And we're seeing it on the news. We go outside, not fake news, it's real this time, right? Like Hawaii. That was crazy, wasn't it? They thought missiles were going to blow them up. Well, this time it would be real. We see the aliens, the news report would be accurate. So we look outside, and as the hellfire is raining down on us, we look longingly to each other's eyes, and she whispers to me, I love you. And just before we're about to take our final breath, I look at her and I whisper back, I was right. I did this part-time. Thank you, guys.